Out here at the 100-yard range, got some crazy wind going on. It's about 40 degrees, not ideal to be out here doing low development, but I just drove 50 miles into the desert, so I'm gonna deal with what I have and just go for it anyway.
Alright, moment of truth. Did these Hornady 87 grain Vmax finally shoot a tight group out of my Tikka T3x stainless, light, the 1-to-10 twist barrel? Load components I used on this trip: Hodgdon Hybrid 100V, Hornady 87 grain Vmax, CCI Magnum large rifle primers number 250, and Federal brass. I did not get any pressure signs at all with any of the rounds I shot. I was totally out of focus, but there's no pressure signs to be seen, so it doesn't matter. So let's jump right into it. Let's take a look at these targets and see how the rifle did on this. Shooting the Hybrid 100V, the first charge, the lowest charge that I started with, was 40 grains. 40 grains in 20 to 25 mile an hour headwinds was 0.87 inches. One thing I want to mention here, these were the highest ballistic coefficient bullets that I had with me that I wanted to test. So I shot these first, figuring since the wind was terrible that these would fight the wind the best. I'm only shooting 100 yards here, and it's a headwind, so it shouldn't mess with my rounds all that much within the first 100 yards. 0.87 inches, not a whole lot of vertical, a little bit of horizontal, but really not bad. 0.87 is great. Honestly, if I can get consistent 0.87 right in that area, I would take it. That's good with me. So that's the first 4 shots. The next 4 shots are going to be 41 grains of Hybrid 100V. Now this one, we had 3 punch a ragged hole, and this is all perfectly in line with each other. I mean, there's no vertical dispersion here. I would guess that these had really consistent muzzle velocities, but for some reason one flew way off left. It could have been a burst of wind. I'm not exactly sure what happened. We're definitely going to test these again. I definitely want to see what these will do on a different trip. So the 4-shot group measured 1.5 inches and a 3-shot group measured under a ½ inch. Both of those, the 1.5 isn't great, but the 0.47 is. But because of the wind, I'm going to give this one a pass. That's why I like to shoot 4-shot groups now, in case I have one flyer. Because if I had 1, 2, 3, I would have said, oh man, this stuff shoots like crap, and then I could have possibly skipped right over something that might put 4 in there on a good condition day. So next one, we went from 40, 41, now to 41.5 grains of powder. And this one's a little more interesting. 41.5 grains, 87 Vmax, 3/4 inch group, 4-shot group. Now, something I don't really like about this is it's kind of all over the place. You got a little bit of horizontal dispersion, but quite a bit of vertical dispersion. I don't like that. I would rather shoot a group that's all on the same plane than have one that kind of scatters them all around. Because out at 800 yards, I don't want to be landing rounds above and then below and then to the left and to the right of my plate. I want them all hitting exactly the same spot off my plate so I can adjust for it and then continuously hit my plate. Also, this will give me the best drop compensation. I mean, if you look at this, it's not hard to compensate for where this drop is. They're all going to land on that same plane. Whereas this one, some might hit high, some might hit low. Not real impressed with this. However, I don't think I'm going to load up any more of the 41.5s. I think we're calling it quits on that. I'm going to go back out. We're going to retest some 40 grains. Probably going to load up 8 rounds. And then we're going to do 41 grains. We're going to do 8 rounds of these. We're going to shoot 2 more 4-shot groups with those different powder charges, using the same powder, using the same bullets, and using the same primers, which are the Magnum primers and the 243. And then we're going to see what happens. Hopefully I get out there on a better day. And I did allow time between most shots. Some of them I may have rushed just a little bit, and that could be what's causing this group. At this point I was coldest, the wind was shittiest, and I just was the most unhappy when I was shooting these rounds. I kind of just wanted to get it over with. I think these 41s I probably took a little more time in between. But having said that, that's my plan. I'm gonna load up another 8 of those 2 different powder charges, go shoot them on a more consistent day and see what happens. So appreciate you guys following along. Quest for Precision is finally looking up. Had to ditch the Sierra 95 grain bullets. I think these 87s are going to prove that they will. I think I'm going to be able to fine tune these 87 grain bullets and really get them to shoot. And then we're really going to push our long range with them and see what I can come up with. The ballistic coefficient of 400. I'm not sure of the muzzle velocity yet. I did not chrono anything out there today. Basically too lazy, and in the crazy wind it might have just blown over anyway. So maybe on this next trip I will, and we'll go from there. Put up a ballistics chart. It's time to go long range shooting with the Tikka, and I'm excited to do it. So please follow along. That's going to be it for this installment of Quest for Precision with my Tikka T3x light stainless 243. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll talk to you later.